Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Cousins Gymnasium for a women's basketball game between your Tufts University Jumbos and the Smith College Pioneers. The Jumbos sit atop the NESCAC right now at 5-1, while the Pioneers sit atop the NEWMAC at 4-0. Two incredible teams, both on hot streaks. The Jumbos 11 wins in their last 12 games, and Smith winning 11 of their last 11. I'm Sam Brill. I'm going to be on the play-by-play for you today, joined by Noah Goldstein on the color commentary. Noah, what does Smith have to do to walk into Cousins and take this one from the home favorite Jumbos?
Well, I think it's pretty simple for Smith, Sam. As we've talked about at length, you and I, the Jumbos are shorthanded today without senior guard Molly Ryan, and it's a tough matchup for that to happen with Deshelle Gleesner on the other side for Smith. Gleesner averages 2.8 steals per game, a very high number. So this Smith College team is definitely one that can put a lot of pressure on the Jumbos' young guards, both in their first year of college basketball. Also, Smith's going to have to rebound the ball very well. The Jumbos start two 6-footers in Sophia Rosa and Maggie Russell. Smith doesn't have a 6-footer in their starting lineup. We'll see how they box out and if they can prevent the Jumbos from doing too well on the offensive glass.
That's right, Noah. It's going to be that matchup between Ellie Jo Whalen, the senior forward from Woodinville, Washington, against Rosa and maybe even Russell. And Noah, this Jumbos team has been hot at home the last two games, taking two conference games, one on Friday and one Sunday. And the key to the game there were really ball movement. The Jumbos moved the ball excellently behind the fill-in point guard, freshman Annika Decker. So what do we expect from Decker in this one as she comes out to start for the Jumbos again?
Well, I think her job becomes somewhat simple, Sam. She has to be able to feed the best players on the court tonight, and that's going to be Poindexter McCann along with Rosa and Russell.
Yeah, and Russell, interestingly, starting on the bench in this one. Alibrandi is going to get the call and the starting nod as Rosa is set for the tip. It's going to be Rosa for the Jumbos. And for Smith, that looks like Caitlin Pakunka. Rosa wins the tip and finds O'Brien, and the Jumbos are going to have their first possession. Now, on offense, what are we looking for the Jumbos?
We're looking for a lot of ball movement very quickly and passing out of the front court.
Yeah, nice pass there to Alibrandi. She backs her woman down. They're going to get her for the travel. It's going to go the opposite direction.
Alibrandi got a little bit ahead of herself there, wasn't expecting that defense. But again, you saw the Jumbos try and feed it in early and work from there.
Now for Smith, they kick into the corner. That's Ruffner. Ruffner drives, guarded by Rosa. She pulls up, and that one falls for two. Smith, a pretty excellent shooting team. We saw them shoot the lights out in warm-ups. What's going to be important for them on offense?
I think it's going to be creating opportunities to shoot just like that. You saw a great move there by Ruffner, using a little hezzy to make Rosa back off, taking the jump shot that she had. She hits it. If Smith is hitting shots like that, that can make things difficult for this Jumbo defense.
That's right, and Rosa giving her a little bit too much space. Smith made him pay. Now Alibrandi on the wing for the Jumbo. She passes to Poindexter McCann. Up top, there's Rosa. Finds Decker. Alibrandi up top. O'Brien on the wing. Gets it into Alibrandi. Nice pass, and she finishes.
Really nice entry pass there from O'Brien. Able to find Alibrandi, who is ready to receive it and put it in.
That's right, and in the past couple of games, the Jumbos had struggled to get that ball down to the low block, but O'Brien doing a nice job going over the top of the defender. That one gets into Pakunka. They get her for a travel.
A nice job by the Jumbos there. You see now two possessions, both Smith College's possessions down here. Doubles in the low post from Rosa and Alibrandi. That time forces a turnover.
Yeah, but the Jumbos need to be careful and continue to rotate well on the perimeter. There's Alibrandi. She takes the elbow jumper and makes it fall.
Aggressive start from Angela Alibrandi there. Nice jump shot from the elbow. If that one's falling, these Jumbos are tough to defend.
Absolutely. Spacing the floor is one of the keys for the Jumbos. Continue to find those open looks. Now Smith finds Claremont. Nice move from her. She finishes over O'Brien.
You know, a really interesting part about this Smith College team is how balanced the scoring attack is. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Sam, but I don't think that Smith has a single player averaging in double digits this season. Their offense comes from a variety of different sources, and pretty much anyone on the court can go for 20 in any given night.
That's right, Noah. Smith controlling the pace now with that steal. There's a drive there from Ruffner. She puts it up over Poindexter McCann and makes it fall.
Ruffner doing a really nice job penetrating, forcing defenders to come towards her, and she's finished well.
That's right, Noah. And finishing through contact could be one of the points of emphasis for Smith. Refs have been a little slow on that whistle early. Poindexter McCann drives. Finds Rosa around the perimeter to Decker for 3.
Love the confidence there from Decker, and she's able to drill it from outside. That's exactly what you want to see from a young guard having to fill in this spot. Not afraid to take a big shot, and she knocks it down there.
Absolutely, Noah. Decker dropping 18 in last night's win and continuing exactly where she left off. Now Smith, nice ball fake there from Pekunka. She puts one up over Rosa, and Alibrandi fighting for the rebound. She secures it.
Good strong rebound there from Angela Alibrandi.
Now Tufts controlling the pace, slows it down. They're going to get a foul on the floor. That's going to be Pekunka. She picks one up against Rosa.
What a nice safety net for these young jumbo guards, being out there with 2 graduate students and a senior right now to start this one.
That's right, and they're really going to continue to look to those veterans throughout the course of the game. Poindexter McCann now in the corner. Up top to O'Brien. She's shown that she can shoot it. Finds an open Poindexter McCann for 3. And Poindexter McCann hits too.
Aaron Poindexter McCann has just been lethal from 3-point range this season.
That
shows it there from the corner.
That's right, and she's been key on this jumbo hot streak as of late. Of course, missing Molly Ryan, she's picked up some of that scoring. Nice pass to the perimeter. Claremont for 3, and Claremont makes it fall.
Both teams just not showing any ability to stop them so far. Great shooting from both sides.
It's been a lot of offense in the first 3.5 minutes of play. O'Brien now up top for Tufts. Nice pass into Alibrandi, who's quickly double-teamed. Decker wide open, and Decker hits again.
Annika Decker, not taking a second to think about it, she drills the shot. 2 from that exact spot.
That's right, Noah. Really good job working in and out. Nice pass out to Claremont. Claremont again. But she's unable to connect. Decker on the follow, but that one tipped out of bounds, out of the hands of Ellie Jo Whalen.
You have to think that the Jumbos are not happy to give up that shot there. For Claremont, she's going to make that more often than the Jumbos would like.
That's right, Ruffner. The strong drive, takes it back out. Up top, that's Pekunka. Now Gleisner. Gleisner, nice job on the ball screen from Alibrandi. She recovers, but a better finish by Pekunka.
Pekunka, really good movement there. Saw Alibrandi coming outside for the double. She knew where she had to be to make herself an option.
Now O'Brien at the top of the key finds Rosa on the elbow. Rosa pulls it, but that one misses everything and falls out of bounds. Maggie Russell to enter, takes out Rosa.
You know, for the past number of years, this jumbo team has had Erica DiCandido working that elbow and passing well out of that front court position. Sophia Rosa did a nice job in her first 5 minutes here tonight of playing that role very well, being a high ball screener and distributing from the post.
Absolutely, Noah. Jumbo bigs now filling in nicely. Gleisner, a little too quick with that second step, and they get her for the travel.
A lot of excitement here. Couple of turnovers and a lot of scores. Both teams want to go very fast.
That's right, a lot of scoring in these first 5 minutes. 13-10, still in the first quarter. Now Russell finds Decker on the wing. Decker on the drive. Alibrandi for 3. No good from her. We haven't seen her pull many from long range this season, but Smith pushing in transition. That's Ruffner. Nice move inside to Pekunka. They find the open Claremont, and Claremont drills it.
You know, that possession all started with a great box out by Whalen on the bigger Maggie Russell. Set up a Claremont open 3.
That's right, Noah. Smith now leads by 1, 14-13 off the 3 from Claremont. Now Decker finds Russell. Russell immediately bodied. Poindexter McCann. Nice dribble move. Puts it up with the right and off the glass and in.
Aaron Poindexter McCann, a great job probing the defense there, able to finish with one hand.
Now Smith on the perimeter. There's Ruffner. Smith moving the ball really well to start the game as Ruffner drives. Up at the right off the glass and good.
You can see early on the Jumbo's defensive strategy versus the Smith team is to overwhelm them with doubles and traps. So far, Smith has stayed true. They've passed well, not panicked, and found open shots.
Now Poindexter McCann, nice drive. Puts it up with the right scoop layup, no good. Smith has numbers now. There's Ruffner to Claremont in transition, but Claremont unable to connect. Nice attempt on the rebound. Fighting for it was Russell and Pakunka, but off the hands of Pakunka and out of bounds. Zeleny is going to enter now for the Jumbos, along with Sophia Rosa for O'Brien and Alabrandi.
This is going to be a big lineup here for the Jumbos, testing Smith on the glass.
Absolutely. Zeleny gives you a little bit more size at that 2 position. Jumbo's definitely going bigger. Might move Poindexter McCann to the 2 and have Zeleny run the 3, with Russell at the 4 and, of course, Rosa at the 5. Zeleny on the wing. Nice pass to Decker. In the corner, there's Russell. Off the front rim and no good for her. Gleisner on the board.
Peculiar foul in the backcourt away from the play. But it's going to be a double foul on Pakunka and Rosa.
Yeah, and that's Pakunka's second foul, so she's going to head to the bench early, and foul trouble could certainly be an issue for the smaller Smith team, especially when the Jumbos are running this bigger set.
It's a great point, Sam. The less Pakunka is out there, that's going to be more and more difficult for Smith to match up on the glass.
They bring in the smaller guard, Yamada. Nice move there down low, unable to finish, but Russell can't grab the board, and finishing over the top of her is Morgan Morrison, the junior from Detroit, Michigan.
Morrison coming off the bench and making immediate impact. Great job there, securing the offensive board, putting it up, and drawing the foul on Maggie Russell.
And Morrison listed at 6 feet tall. We'll hopefully have that video back for you soon. Now Decker for the Jumbos. Skip pass to Zeleny in the corner. Inside to Rosa. Nice move with the left, but they get a blocking foul on Smith. That'll stay on the floor.
You know, it's interesting, Sam. The Jumbos brought out a bigger lineup, and they're still trying to go fast. I wonder if they're going to slow the game down a little bit, or if they want to keep going at this breakneck pace.
No, that's a really good point. When you have the bigger guards, you can slow it down and play a little bit of inside-out basketball. You have the shooter, Poindexter McCann out there. Russell, nice move, finishes over the top of her defender. Cuts the Jumbo deficit to 1. Now Smith, dribble drive there from Gleisner, but Decker guards her nicely. Now outside, that's Yamada. Inside, Russell defending, but just the soft touch there from Morgan Morrison.
Morrison with a great move there. Maggie Russell's just going to need to be able to find some way to defend that, because Morrison with a deft touch there on back-to-back possessions.
Ooh, and a nice move there from Decker, but she can't finish.
You love the confidence from Decker there, though. Taking it to the hole and putting up a shot against some big trees. Unable to get the roll on that one, but the added aggressiveness will be sure to pay off.
That's right, Noah. Jumbo still trail by 3. 17-20 the score as Gleisner brings it up for the Pioneers.
It's been the bigs that have hurt the Jumbos the most so far in this one. We'll see how they adjust.
Nice step back from Yamada, but she can't connect. Rosa on the board, finds Decker. Decker to bring it up, guarded. Has her pocket picked by Gleisner. And now Smith has a 1-on-2. Gleisner running the fast break. She'll pull it back out. And they'll get a moving screen there on Morgan Morrison. Another foul on a big for Smith.
So we mentioned what happened earlier in the pregame. Gleisner loves to pick pockets, and the Jumbo guards have to be aware of where she is at all times. That was a great heads-up play by her to stay active even after the missed shot, force a turnover, and allow Smith to go the other way.
Now O'Brien to run the point for the Jumbos. Decker gives Decker a chance to play off the ball. There's Russell up top. Finds O'Brien on the wing. Russell, nice fake. Takes it and makes it fall.
What a shot from Maggie Russell. That is what they call unicorn. with Maggie Russell there. Not many girls of her size, not many women of her size are able to step back and hit a jump shot like that.
Yeah, really impressive move there from Russell. Ties this game up at 20. Oh, and a nice move from Gleisner. Nothing there, though, on the baseline. Fakes the pull herself. Gets it inside. Another pass out. Late in the shot clock. A drive there from Ruffner. Gets Zeleny off her feet, but can't connect. And Rosa on the rebound. Finds O'Brien. Jumbos could maybe go 2 for 1. Looks like they're going to slow the pace down. Decker pulls it back out. Looking for some help. Nice move there from Russell to take her baseline. Russell going to work. Gets the foul there against Kira Rideout, the senior.
Maggie Russell just enforcing her will there. A great move to get to the hoop and draw the foul.
That's right, and Russell doing a good job to force the issue a little bit. Makes the first free throw fall, but the Jumbo attack has been pretty balanced so far. We've got 4 Jumbos on the scoreboard.
They're doing a good job of passing the ball around, not letting it stick to anybody's hands, as are Smith. It's led to this game being very high scoring in just the first quarter.
That's right, and both teams scoring over 20 points in the first quarter. 2 teams that can score practically at will. It's good to see Russell make those free ones count. Now Smith, 6 seconds left in the quarter, and Decker takes it away.
He's got to go quickly.
Finds Rosa, the half-court pull. No good from her. Looks like it might have been blocked by the Pioneers, but after one, the score 22-20. Noah, what have the Jumbos done well?
Well, first of all, that was a very exciting first quarter, and one that was very entertaining for us and for those at home for sure. What the Jumbos have done well is they've passed it, they've moved, they have not let the ball stick in one spot. They've gone quickly, and they've done it effectively, limited the turnovers to the most part. They've coughed it up a couple of times, a couple of unforced errors, but given the speed at which they've gone, they've taken care of the ball very nicely. Some things they're going to have to do better is they're going to have to be a little more careful with their doubles, because when they've doubled, they've left some open shooters. Particularly Claremont has hurt them from deep. And also some great touch inside. Are going to have to be very careful because there's a lot of skill down low for this Smith College team.
That's right, Noah. Smith has 14 of their 20 points in the paint in this one so far. Jumbo's only scoring 6 in the paint, but with 7 assists from this Jumbo squad.
Women attack. The scoring has been very equal, as you mentioned before. A lot of different players contributing, and Smith can't be too aggressive on any one Tufts Jumbo because all of them have hurt them.
That's right, and the Jumbo's the favorite and seeded 8th right now in Division III. Smith still unseeded, but making their case for why they belong in that top 25.
Yeah, you have to imagine the Pioneers came into this one with a lot of motivation. They were unofficial number 27 this week. We're the second team left off the top 25 by D through hoops as that one goes through the net and ties this game up.
Yeah, nice move there from Rideout. The deft touch from her. Now O'Brien handles for Tufts. Nice screen from Alibrandi. She pulls it herself, and O'Brien makes it fall.
A great confident shot there. If the Jumbos can get this type of shot making from their guards, they're not going to be missing Molly Ryan as much as we thought that they might.
That's right, and Yamada coming right back, trying to answer, but unable to do so. Looked like they called that one maybe a 2 for O'Brien. Now Russell backing her woman down, but they get her for the offensive foul. Well done there from Smith to stay disciplined on defense. That's Ellie Jo Whalen drawing it.
Just a little bit too much shoulder and elbow there from Maggie Russell, and she's going to get sent to the bench with 2.
That's right, Russell difficult to defend down there, but with 2 fouls, she'll take a breather. Now Smith, there's Claremont, gets it inside to Rideout. Rideout to Yamada, back to Rideout. Alibrandi guarding. Nice move from Rideout. She can't make it fall, but Jumbos can't grab the offensive board.
So we see a bit of a different look there from the Jumbos defense. Not bringing the doubles on the low post like they were earlier on in the first quarter, but great individual defense there from Angela Alibrandi. Everything but the rebound.
Yeah, really good job from the Jumbo staying disciplined. Too easy of an inside pass, though, and Ellie Jo Whalen makes him pay.
That is a great finish there by Whalen. with the hands of both Rosa and Alibrandi in her face, still able to bank it in.
Yeah, the Jumbo bigs have just been a little late to deny the ball. Now Poindexter McCann on the wing finds Rosa. We're all tied at 24. Decker at the top of the key now. Alibrandi. Nice cut from Poindexter McCann, but O'Brien looking for Alibrandi. 6 seconds left. She pulls it. Rosa on the rebound. And a foul from behind. Rosa's going to be...
Sophia Rosa's done a great job so far. The counting stats may not be there yet, but she's really doing a great job helping the offense navigate. She's directing everybody around. She's done a good job on the glass, and she's kind of the signal caller on the defense for this Jumbo team.
That's right, the sole rim protector. In the funky form, but can't argue with a make.
Rosa very good from the line so far this year.
Second one up. And you love to see the free ones count. Jumbos now lead 26-24, 100% from the line, 4 of 4. Now Smith around the perimeter. That's Ruffner. Ruffner, the nice drive. Rosa on the help defense. But Pekunka on the offensive board makes it fall.
That is something you know the Jumbos are going to have to address. Pekunka cannot have that easy of a board and put it and basket as she did there. And that's a bad turnover again by the Jumbos.
Yeah, now Smith running the fast break. Ruffner draws the foul and count the bucket.
Just a little bit of inexperience there from the Jumbos on that offensive and then defensive possession. First a bit of a pass in. It happens. Gets back and compounds the error. Although they're going to say that foul was on the ground.
Yeah, and certainly it hurts if you're Smith. Nice pass inside to Pekunka, who's fresh and back in the game, scoring all 4 of the points since re-entering.
Smith seems to be very comfortable with their backs to the basket, have made some great moves on the block.
Now Rosa passes up top to Decker. And they get the Jumbos for a moving screen. That's going to go against Rosa. She was in foul trouble last night. We'll see if that becomes a common theme for her as Zeleny re-enters for Rosa.
It's tough for the Jumbos because, as we mentioned early on, the front court is their strength. Now, a lot of fouls in that front court with both Rosa and Russell having 2 with still 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Now Claremont gets it into the corner and inside to Pekunka. They're running their offense through her, and a nice up and under move gets Zeleny to miss.
Great footwork there by Pekunka, able to drop it in. Really harming the Jumbos on the low block are the Pioneers.
And Smith all of a sudden up by 4. Alibrandi on the elbow finds Poindexter McCann at the top of the key. She picks up her dribble and finds Zeleny. But they get her for the travel. Looked like she moved her pivot foot just a little too soon.
Every time Erin Poindexter McCann catches the ball on that three-point line, she is a woman in her face immediately. Smith did their research. They know how good she is from 3, shooting over 41% this season, and they're not going to let it happen without a hand in her face.
That's right, and this Smith tenacious defense has stopped the Jumbos from percolating, gone into a bit of a spell as of late. Haven't been able to hit many shots since Pekunka's re-entered, and Pekunka has really done it all for Smith tonight. She's got 8 points and has been sitting on the bench for a while, considering she's got 2 fouls.
Right. Front court fouls for both sides. It's going to be something to watch in the rest of this first half, is how these two coaches manage their front court players and how the women on the court manage to stay out of further foul trouble. A third foul would be very detrimental in this first half.
That's right, Noah, as Yamada fields the inbounds pass, crosses the timelines, picked up by Decker. And a nice switch there. Unable to make it fall is Yamada. Alibrandi on the rebound, and the Jumbos are pushing immediately. O'Brien. Nice pass up top to Alibrandi. Now Decker will reset the offense. Looking for O'Brien. Finds Zeleny. Zeleny fakes a 3. Poindexter McCann. Drive. Nice up and under. She draws the foul.
Nice job there by Erin Poindexter McCann to make something out of what looked to be something of a nothing possession. The Jumbos just not able to really find anything great on that possession. Aaron Poindexter McCann saw an opening, had some isolation.
But you see the broken play, and you take it to the rack. Really good job by Poindexter McCann to draw the foul. Second one's up and good.
Yeah, that's going to be important for the Jumbos. Poindexter McCann, obviously very lethal as a shooter. Obviously, Smith knows that. So what are they going to do? They're going to overplay her on the three-point line. If she can take advantage and take the ball to the hoop, it could be dangerous.
Now Zeleny switches on. And an offensive foul there against Jessie Ruffner.
I think they called a travel there, which could be big for Ruffner, as she already has one foul. So that'll keep her there at one. But she led with a little bit of shoulder, picked up the travel.
Could be a bit of luck there as Poindexter McCann now at the top of the key for the Jumbos. She drives with the left, turns it around, finds Alibrandi on the elbow.
This is where the guards have to be strong for the Jumbos, initiating some offense late in the shot clock.
Zeleny fakes a three, stays calm, puts it up, but they get Zeleny for the offensive foul. It's going to head back in the direction of Smith. The Jumbos with 4 fouls will have the Pioneers shooting 2 the rest of the way.
And that's a tough foul for the Jumbos, especially considering it's by Joel Zeleny, putting them in a bit of a tougher spot. Again, managing these front court fouls, something they do not want to do as the game goes on.
Now Smith at the top. That's Claremont on the wing. Looking inside for Pakunka, but good defense from Zeleny, and the errant pass finds the hands of Decker. O'Brien now on the wing. Nice pass to Alibrandi. Alibrandi puts it up and cuts the deficit to 1.
Great job there by Decker pushing the court, and a great entry pass by O'Brien. Alibrandi able to put it in on the easy layup for her.
Nice defense there from the Jumbos. But the 3 falls
Gleisner.
For Gleisner.
Gleisner there had too much space. Didn't hesitate for a second. Drilled it from the corner. That's been a bit of a gap in the Jumbos defense in this first half. A lot of corner threes have found the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that's right. And Poindexter McCann tripped up. Looks like she fell on the ball. Hopefully she'll be all substitution here for Smith.
So Ruffner didn't pick up that one on the off. So she's at 2 fouls now for Smith College.
O'Brien, the deep pass to Decker. And Alibrandi, the only big on the floor. On a nice deflection there from Smith. They take the ball away. And Gleisner now handling for Smith as Samantha Souza gets set to check in for Tufts. Gleisner finds Claremont. Swings it around to Lou. Pakunka finds Claremont inside. The mismatch can't finish over Decker.
Good job by Decker there to not foul. Claremont had a bit of a size advantage but was unable to finish.
Nice move from O'Brien. Tried to get it into Zeleny, but good hands there from Smith. That's Whalen. She tips it out, and Souza will enter for the Jumbos as Morgan Morrison re-enters for the Pioneers.
A great idea there by O'Brien to try and feed in that entry pass just maybe a millisecond late, and it gets knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with the Jumbos.
Now with 20 seconds left on the shot clock for the Jumbos. O'Brien looking for Decker. Finds her on the wing. Nice drive. Alibrandi from the elbow. Can't make it fall, but Souza fighting for that board. Can't grab it. Now Gleisner in transition. Nice pass. And fresh in the game is Morrison. She makes him pay.
Morrison's done a great job on the low block, has recognized that she's gotten a lot of mismatches. That one, she definitely was able to convert on. Alibrandi was yelling, help, help, as she ran back down the court. A little bit too late as Morrison was able to put it in.
And the Pioneers lead by 6 now. Alibrandi off the back iron, no good. And the Jumbos have gone cold from the field as Gleisner pushes the pace. Once again, Rosa and Russell set to re-enter, both bigs with 2 fouls.
Yeah, the Jumbos need a bit of a spark here. Recognize that.
And Coach Pace deciding to go with a little bit more size from all these mismatches. But the deft touch there from Yamada makes it fall and extends this Pioneers lead to 8.
Yeah, Yamada got what we call a shooter's touch. Able to drop that one on a really nice move. Created some separation for herself.
O'Brien pulls the 3 and makes it fall.
Big shot from O'Brien. Able to stop the skid That is a great shot. A lot of confidence from her shooting the ball today. Gets that one to fall.
And just what the Jumbos needed. They still trail by 5. Yamada passes out. Now Smith running their offense through their bigs. Morrison shakes Alibrandi off and makes it fall.
Morrison been quite a spark off the bench for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and Coach Pace in dismay. She's seen her bigs pick up a couple of offensive fouls the same exact way. Now Souza. And they get Smith for a foul on the floor. That's going to be 4 fouls, so the Jumbos will be shooting 2 the rest of the way as Rosa and Russell re-enter for the smaller O'Brien and Alibrandi.
So the Jumbos going big again with this lineup.
Decker crosses the timeline and sets up that play, but only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They get Smith for the foul, so it looks like it's going to be Souza now to shoot 2.
Souza has a chance to make this a 5-point game. Jumbos really looking to halftime with some momentum. Bring on Rosa and Russell, risking them getting their 3rd fouls, but knowing the time to stop this skid is now, and they need to go into the second half with some momentum.
That's right, Noah. And Smith, only 4 offensive rebounds, but they've scored on all of their second chances. 8 second chance points in the game for Smith as Souza hits both and cuts the deficit to 5.
Good job there from Souza to remain calm off the bench.
Now Gleisner at the top. Souza guarding on the wing. Gleisner now with Decker. She picks up her dribble and pulls it, but no good from her. Jumbos can't grab the defensive board. Another offensive one for Smith, and a couple more second chance points. That's 10 second chance points in the game for Smith already. And they lead by 7.
And again, it's Morrison going to that left hand. Jumbos have had no answer so far for her.
And Morrison has 10 in the game. Point extra McCann. Denied entry pass to Rosa, but they get Morrison for the foul. That's going to be Morrison's 3rd foul in this one, and could certainly hurt the Pioneers down the stretch as Morrison is their leading scorer. But Rosa now has a chance to cut this Jumbo deficit once again at the line.
Right. The Jumbos had no way to slow Morrison down. Well, one good way is to have her on the bench, and that's where she'll be for a little while now with that 3rd foul.
Rosa's free throw is up and good. That's right, Noah. They seem to be getting a little bit of a gift there with Morrison picking up her 3rd, but those offensive rebounds for Smith have really just been killer.
They really have. And we mentioned that going into this game, both teams with great rebounding margins. Both teams put a lot of emphasis on crashing the glass. So far, a lot of hustle rebounds for Smith has allowed them to build this first half lead.
And a nice scoop layup from Gleisner, but she can't make it fall. Rosa picks up the board. And now Decker in the backcourt is going to need a little bit of help to cross that timeline, but she does it herself. Decker with Gleisner guarding. 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. Souza on the drive. Up with the right hand, no good. Rosa on the offensive glass, and she makes it fall. Some second chance points for the Jumbos there.
That's something they're going to have to emphasize. Sophia Rosa so good at finding where that ball is going to bounce, able to put it in there and cut the Jumbo deficit to 4.
Now just about 10 seconds left. The Smith Pioneers are going to hold for 1. They get outside to Gleisner. Going under that screen. Nice on the mismatch. And at the buzzer, that's Ellie Jo Whalen making it count. And the Pioneers will head into the locker room with a 6-point lead over the Jumbos. 37-43 is your score at half.
Just really great play from half that was on the 3-point line. The Jumbos adjusted defensively, put more emphasis out there, stopped doubling in the low post. That meant Smith was going to go into the low post. Then they dominated there. And as you saw in that last possession here, just really smart basketball, realizing a mismatch, feeding it in the post, and that's what has them up 6 going into the half.
That's right, Noah. Smith playing a phenomenal half of basketball, forcing 9 turnovers from the Jumbo side and winning the rebounding battle 13-11. But on the scoreboard, the score is Jumbos 37 and Pioneers 43. We'll see you in about 15 minutes after the halftime.
we've learned a lot from him, and we've probably learned more from him than he's learned from us.
I think they're a real important part in my life. I can't describe it. It feels amazing.
Team Impact is a national nonprofit that connects kids living with serious and chronic illness with college athletic teams, forming lifelong bonds and life-changing outcomes.
Give me a great kid! Great kid!
Can I have a hug? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
When you spread the word about Team Impact, you have the power to change lives.
So hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
And welcome back to Cousins Gymnasium for the second half of the Tufts University women's basketball game, facing off against the Smith College Pioneers. The Pioneers lead 43-37, Noah, and the Jumbos have turned the ball over 10 times versus Smith's 6. So talk to me a little bit about how the Jumbos need to control the ball better.
Sam, you made a great point to me at the half, talking about how this Jumbo team is now playing their third game in 4 days. A tough spot to now come out and play versus Smith, a team that forced a lot of turnovers. 10 turnovers, too many. The Jumbos need to slow things down, rely on their interior offense, and feed the big woman inside, Rosa, Alibrandi, and Russell, to generate a lot of points.
That's right, and they're going to go with their starters. So Alibrandi in for Russell. Russell's going to come in off the bench after the clock gets set, but Jumbos trail by 6, and it's going to be O'Brien to take the inbounds pass with Decker playing off ball here early. Noah, what do the Jumbos gain with the ball in O'Brien's hands? I know she's been pretty hot so far in this game, connecting from long range.
O'Brien's done a great job of taking shots when it's available, but more than that, great entry passes. As you see, she tries one there, which actually goes out of bounds. Of course, the announcer's curse. But she's done a great job of slowing things down and finding interior passes.
And the 11th turnover, just as we were talking about protecting the ball, now Gleisner handling for Smith. Finds Pekunka at the elbow. A screen there, gets the switch to Poindexter McCann, but they're going to get Poindexter McCann with the hand on her back. It's going to be the first foul, and a quick whistle gives the Jumbos a first team foul with just 25 seconds gone.
Right. Poindexter McCann not in foul trouble, as opposed to Rosa and Russell, as that one drops for Pekunka, and Smith extends their lead to 8.
That's right. Pekunka gets the fortuitous bounce, and now the Pioneers lead by 8. O'Brien now. Strong drive. Finds Decker outside. Another drive. Poindexter McCann, the long 3. Rims out. Looks like off the hands of the Pioneers. That was Rosa fighting for the rebound.
That's the most space we've seen Erin Poindexter McCann have all day from this Smith defense.
Yeah, but Poindexter McCann unable to make it fall. Jumbos get a second life, though. Now in the corner is Poindexter McCann. She finds O'Brien on the wing. A screen from Rosa. And the pass to McCann in the corner. Alibrandi on the elbow, and the Jumbos seem a little stationary on offense. Decker now guarded by Claremont. She pulls up. Looks like a pass at the back of the rim. Alibrandi on the second chance opportunity, and she makes it fall.
Great hustle from the Jumbos there. They're going to need that in this second half. As you mentioned, they're going to have to dig deep. Alibrandi does a great job there, not giving up on the play after that late in the shot clock shot.
They got a little lucky bounce out to her. Now Smith on offense, the pass into Claremont. The help defense comes. Smith unable to connect. That was Ruffner. Now O'Brien in transition. Knocked away by Gleisner. And off her fingertips, it's going to be Jumbo's ball.
Really important job from the defense there for the Jumbos. As you saw, they stopped the drive, and then they ran the shooter off the three-point line. Weren't able to do that so effectively in the first half.
That's right, and Decker calling for the help with the bigger player going to work against her. Decker grabs it before it goes into the backcourt. Now Jumbos have 20 seconds to run their play. They trail by 6. Decker finds Rosa. Looking for the mismatch into Alibrandi. O'Brien takes it herself and makes it fall. A three-pointer for Callie O'Brien, her second of the game.
Callie O'Brien, I believe that was her third three-point make of the game. I could be mistaken. Showing great confidence there from behind the arc.
Now Claremont. Nice drive. Scoop layup makes it fall.
That's a tough backbreaker for the Jumbos, who seem to have some momentum going their way.
Yeah, just a better finish by the offense. Claremont has been great for Smith. She's got 10 and 3 players in double figures for Smith. Rosa now, the top of the key, looking for O'Brien. Looks like she gets shoved over. Gleisner actually helps her up afterwards. Decker, the drive off the glass. Rosa right there to collect it, and she makes it fall.
That's going to be one of the easier baskets of the season for Sophia Rosa. But again, the Jumbos not giving up on the play on the offensive glass. Smith seems to have gotten a little more lazy in this second half as opposed to the first. They were doing a much better job keeping the Jumbos from getting second chances.
A nice move from Smith and off the glass for Ruffner for 2.
Ruffner loves that matchup versus the smaller freshman. Let's see if she keeps going towards it and if the Jumbos have any other way of curtailing it.
Now Rosa. Nice pass to Poindexter McCann, who scores the layup off the glass.
What a feed from the elbow from Sophia Rosa.
The Jumbos have been moving the ball really well here in the second half. A lot of quick passes. Smith just a little slow on the double team to the interior. Jumbo's been able to take advantage on the offensive glass. Now Smith. Oh, nice drive from Pekunka, but a better block by Annika Decker down low.
Decker, unafraid to mix it up with the bigger woman down low. Gets the block there like she was a big woman.
Yeah, really good job by Decker. Pekunka's been feasting down low. She's got 10. Morrison also with 10. Claremont with 10. Now out to Gleisner. Finds Pekunka. Back to Gleisner. Finds an open Pekunka who pulls it. But good defense and recovery from Maggie Russell. O'Brien the beneficiary on the board.
Pekunka almost seemed confused to not have a body on her there. Threw her off for a second. She missed the jump shot.
Now Russell grabs it deep. Oh, and a nice spin and a better finish from Maggie Russell.
Great shot on the fadeaway from Maggie Russell. She faced some good defense, able to put it up through some contact and get the basket, and Tufts is within one.
Yeah, and she's so tough to guard down there. Just put a little nice spin move on her, and the shooter's touch makes it fall. Now outside, Smith on the wing. A three-pointer. No good from Yamada. Pekunka seems like she got the worst of it. Now Russell. Jumbo's had a 5-on-4, but Pekunka still down, and the official calling time. Looks like they're going to check her out as the Jumbos have a little conference, but unable to capitalize on that 5-on-4.
Sam, right before Pekunka went down, I was about to ask you how long you thought it was going to be until Morgan Morrison, Smith's source of instant offense in that first half, checked into the game. Seems pretty likely now with Pekunka down that they would need the services of Morrison, which is going to present an interesting challenge for this Jumbo's interior defense. Morrison was great, especially going to her left hand in the first half, and the Jumbos will have to keep her from gaining too much separation down low.
Yeah, and Smith with 3 players in double figures between Pekunka, Morrison, and Claremont, but Ruffner right behind with 8 as Pekunka able to get up and walk off under her own power. Short stoppage of play will now conclude as the Jumbos get set to put the inbounds pass in. They fought all the way back from 6 down earlier in the half. Now trail by 1, 48-49 here in Cousins.
Morrison officially checking into the game for Smith.
And now O'Brien finds Poindexter McCann in the corner. Back up top, there's O'Brien. Russell. They're going to get a foul. Not sure who it's on. They get it to go against.
Whalen, I think, is going to pick up that one. That's her first. So not a huge foul as opposed to Morrison, who has the 3.
Yeah, it's going to be Whalen's first. 20 seconds for the Jumbos to run this play. Now Decker gets it into Rosa. Rosa, nice move up and under, and off the glass and good.
Strong move by Sophia Rosa there, put the Jumbos in front.
Yeah, and you love to see the senior guard take control there, rather senior forward. Nice move from Smith, but can't get it to go. Immediately running the break is Poindexter McCann. No numbers for her, though. She'll slow it down. And the Jumbos have taken the lead. They lead 50-49 here in Cousins. Another lead change. Inside, there's Rosa. Nice move with the left, and Sophia Rosa doing it all for the Jumbos.
Sophia Rosa seems to think she has a mismatch, and the past couple of possessions have shown she does. A great offensive move there, and the Jumbos now up 3.
Now Gleisner, as the Jumbos take a 3-point lead. Double team down low, and the Jumbos pick up another foul. It's either going to be Rosa or Russell.
The Jumbos may consider themselves fortunate here to have gone to 6 minutes into this second half to have Russell or Rosa pick up their third, although never ideal.
Yeah, and it's going to be Rosa picking up that foul, so Alibrandi is set to come back in for her. At the line, that's no good from Morgan Morrison. Again, Morrison has been dominant in this one, but with 3 fouls for her, it's only it's going to be a couple of minutes before she maybe takes another rest.
So if your coach pays here, you have to imagine you're thinking, hoping that Angela Alibrandi can stem over the rest of these 4 minutes in this third quarter to allow Sophia Rosa to be fresh to go with just 3 fouls for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. O'Brien, the pull-up jumper.
And a strong shot there from O'Brien. 4 for 4 from the field. 10 points in this one so far.
Yeah, really strong play from the sophomore guard. Oh, and a nice move from Smith down low, but just off the front iron. Alibrandi grabbing the board and finds O'Brien.
Seemed like everything was going for Smith in the first half. Has found a bit of a cap on the basket so far in this second.
Oh, nice move from Russell. They're going to get a foul there against, looks like it's going to be Whalen. So Whalen picking up 2 quick ones here in the third quarter. And the Smith bigs seem to be in some more foul trouble than they were already in.
It's true. Just about the only woman from either side who plays in the front court who hadn't had a number of fouls was Whalen. Now, as you mentioned, 2 very quick ones. And it's a developing situation for both sides as Pakunka is set to check back in after taking that hard fall.
Russell 3 of 3 from the line on the day. Make that 4 of 4, and the Jumbo lead is now 6. So a 12-point swing here in Cousins early in the second half. 3:36 left to go in the third quarter. But the Jumbos lead by 6 after trailing by 6 at the half. What have they done well so far here in the third, Noah?
Well, I think the number one thing is they've kept Smith off the three-point line. I know it hasn't been as much of a concern since the first quarter, but not a lot of even looks from the three-point line. Second of all, the interior defense has been much improved. A great job, led by Sophia Rosa.
And a nice look there from Claremont, and she makes him pay.
Again, the jinx of it all. Claremont was firing early in the first half, firing again there, able to cut this to again be a one-possession game.
And Claremont clearly a weapon from long range. The Jumbos need to rotate a little better on the perimeter to stop her. Poindexter McCann now. Nice drive, scoop, layup. She gets a foul there. That's going to be against Ali Yamada, the sophomore from Seal Beach, California.
Erin Poindexter McCann, so dangerous so far in this one, going towards her right, has used a variety of one-handed righty layups.
And the first one's good for Poindexter McCann. It's going to bring her total up to 9. Jumbos now have 3 players in double figures. That's Russell, Rosa, and O'Brien. Make that 4 with Poindexter McCann, too, as she puts her 10th on the board.
Yeah, 10 points from Erin Poindexter McCann with only 1 3. Just really a threat cutting towards the hoop.
And a nice move from Gleisner gives her some separation, but she'll pass it back up top to Pakunka. Nice pass into her. Pakunka, 1 to beat, and O'Brien picking up the foul. It's going to send Pakunka for 2 to the line.
A good foul there from Callie O'Brien. Smart, knowing she was a little bit undersized on that one, and forced Pakunka to earn them at the line. Only the second foul on O'Brien.
Yeah, Pakunka's so dangerous when she catches the ball so deep, but missing the first free throw. Smith has struggled from the line in this one. That's 1 of 4 at the charity stripe so far. But she hits the second to bring the total to 40%, and now the Jumbos' lead is only 4 here in Cousins. A 10-point swing in this quarter alone. Poindexter McCann gets it into Russell. Dangerous when she gets it deep and finishes over Pakunka.
You mentioned earlier in the half, the ball more in the hands of Callie O'Brien, bringing it up the court. She's done a great job of settling things down on the offensive end, has hit shots on her own side, and the Jumbos are up top because of it.
Claremont trying to get it in, and Alibrandi picking up a foul. I believe that's going to be her first. So she'll continue to get some run time, but Joelle Zeleny set to check in the game for the Jumbos. She'll enter for Poindexter McCann to give her a bit of a rest before this fourth quarter, which is sure to be an excellent one.
Yeah, a sensible sub there from Coach Pace, letting Poindexter McCann get 2 minutes on the bench, plus whatever comes between the quarters.
Oh, and a nice move to back down Alibrandi was Morgan Morrison. And Morrison now tied for the leading scorer with Claremont. Both have 13 in the game to match Russell's 13 as well.
I think part of what's made Morrison so difficult for these Jumbos to defend is that she's shown willingness and aptitude to go to both hands to finish. She had a number of lefty finishes in the first half. That time you see her rolling to the right and finishing one-handed with that one to that side. just really dangerous as a post player when you can go to both hands comfortably and either finish or draw fouls. She's been great in this one and has kept Smith in it.
That's right, and Smith has really shown you the propensity to finish well around the rack. They've got 40 points in the paint so far today to go with 10 second chance points off of a total of 5 offensive boards. So converting on all of those has certainly hurt the Jumbos in the paint, but don't forget, they're also shooting the lights out from long range, going 4 of 9, 44%. I'm sure a lot of NBA teams would like to be shooting at that mark.
Certainly.
Now Russell catches the ball deep once again, but the double team comes and another steal for Gleisner. A turnover for the Jumbos is going to send it and give Smith an opportunity. Now Pekunka.
Gleisner's been very active defensively. You see it pay off there.
Pekunka, the nice skip pass. Gleisner passes it up, goes for the runner. That one doesn't fall, though, and Russell falling on the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow in favor of the Jumbos, it appears, but they're going to keep it in the direction of Smith. My apologies. And Gleisner is going to be set to inbound. Look for a play here for Pekunka. But once again, going to Morgan Morrison, and she kisses it off the glass for 2, cutting the Jumbo lead to 2.
It's a delicate balance for the Jumbos.
On the long 3 from Russell, but an air ball. Gleisner, the beneficiary on the rebound, and Smith's going to push the pace.
A delicate balance between bringing help and letting three-point shooters potentially run open and allowing their defenders to be matched up one-on-one, potentially have to guard Morrison in those moves down low.
Yeah, an early three-pointer in the shot clock certainly hurts you when you're up by 2. Jumbos have played a really strong third quarter. And the inbounds pass, but it looks like it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to go against the Jumbos, though, and their 5th foul will send Smith to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Morgan Morrison.
Morrison's only 1 for 3 from the line so far today.
15 points to her name. Make that 16. With 3 fouls and 2 rebounds as well. Morgan Morrison, 7 of 9 from the field. And now 2 of 5 from the charity stripe as Callie O'Brien grabs the board. Jumbo lead now 1.
Should be 2 more possessions for the Jumbos here. They'd love to get baskets on at least one of them.
Zeleny on the wing, up to Alibrandi. Finds Decker. Decker to Russell. Russell drives. And a nice move, but can't make it fall. Zeleny fighting for the board, but it's going to be Morrison. And Smith will slow the pace. About a 1 second difference between the shot and game clock. And Coach Hersey is going to tell her women to slow this one down, take 1 shot. There's Lou, guarded by O'Brien. Oh, and they get O'Brien for the tap foul. It's going to be 6, so Lou's going to be at the line now to shoot 2. Callie O'Brien picks up her 3rd foul, and Poindexter McCann's going to enter for her.
So the Jumbos will get the ball back, assuming they secure either an offensive rebound or the second free throw is made. The Jumbos will get the ball back with 13 seconds. Plenty of time to get a good shot off before the end of the quarter. You have to be patient and realize that you have plenty of time to get that good look. Look for Aaron Poindexter McCann to try and free yourself and get a shot from deep.
And Smith takes the lead with 2 good free throws. Decker, the nice move inside, can't make it fall. Grabs her own board. Finds Alibrandi at the free throw line. Alibrandi no good. Smith grabs the rebound. The half-court heave. And no good off the glass, but Smith, after trailing quite a bit in that third quarter, goes to the 4th with a 1-point lead. Noah, what did Smith do really well in the second half of that third quarter?
Well, simply, Sam, they didn't panic, right? A lot of teams in that situation, they begin to panic. The Jumbos came out hot. They were shooting the ball well. They were moving the ball well. Everything was looking good, and the ball just wasn't going in the hoop for Smith. It wasn't bad shots. It wasn't bad turnovers. Shots just weren't going down. But they went back to what had worked in the first half, which was feeding Morrison in the post and getting good looks outside, and it works out, and they find themselves up 1 going to the first quarter here in Medford.
That's right, Noah, and the foul trouble certainly didn't hurt the Jumbos, but hurting Smith. They've left 4 points on the board, only 5 of 9 from the free throw line. So it's going to be interesting as we get down late here in this fourth quarter to see how well Smith can shoot it from the free throw line. Morgan Morrison, their biggest threat, 2 of 5 from the line. And Morrison this season has only shot 57.9% from the charity stripe. So it's going to be interesting to see what strategy the Jumbos employ. Of course, Rosa's got 3 fouls. Russell has 2. And both of them are the Jumbo bigs on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Annika Decker to take the inbounds pass as the Jumbos trail by 1 here in Cousins. Scores 60-61. Poindexter McCann takes the pass at the top of the key. Now Russell on the wing.
Look at all this movement from Sophia Rosa, trying to free herself and find teammates.
Nice move from Decker. She'll drive. Russell deep in the shot clock. Russell. Good defense from Smith, though. Russell trying to make it go. Souza fighting for the rebound. They call the jump quickly, and it's going to be in the direction of Smith. So Smith taking the possession away from the Jumbos. And a strong fight from the rebound between the Jumbos and the Pioneers.
It's a tough break for the Jumbos because it was great hustle, and at one point it looked like it was Sophia Rosa and Sousa, both with their hands on the ball, and just a little bit of miscommunication, both hustling hard.
Now Smith with a couple of starters on the bench. Nice move from Morrison. And they get her for the travel. Really good defense by Rosa to stay disciplined and continue to move her feet.
Rosa, of all of the Tufts interior defenders, is probably the best. And it's a great decision by Coach Pace to have her on Morrison to begin this fourth quarter.
Yeah, even with 3 fouls on Rosa, nice screen from her there, and Decker rolls around it. They get it right into Rosa. She catches it deep. Oh, and the beautiful scoop layup with the left.
A little taste of her own medicine from Morrison as Sophia Rosa shows the ability to go left.
Now Smith on the wing. Another lead change in this one. In the corner for 3. No good from Smith, though. And the Jumbos grab the board. There's Decker. Decker, nice fake. Passes out to Poindexter McCann. Goes underneath, and the layup falls for her. The Jumbo lead now 3.
Again, Aaron Poindexter McCann to her right. But what I loved on that possession was Decker pushing the ball up the court with so much aggression and confidence. The only thing I didn't like was she didn't take the shot herself. Looked like she had a bit of an open look.
That's right, and Decker known to play unselfishly. Last game scoring 18 off of wide open looks. Jumbo sagging off, and the long 2 is good from Yamada. Cuts the Jumbo lead to 1. Both teams trading buckets at this point.
Talk about willingness to shoot. Yamada has shown no shyness, throwing it up from all over the court in this one.
And Decker finds Russell. Russell the catch and shoot, and Russell makes it fall.
What a shot by Maggie Russell on a great find from Decker, and the Jumbos will love that one.
And they'll give Russell the 3. There's Yamada. Top of the key, gets it into her big outside. It's Claremont. Oh, but just rims out. But a second chance opportunity. Yamada now, top of the key.
Claremont hasn't missed many of those today.
Morrison, and the double team comes quickly. Claremont again. Oh, and no good from Claremont once again, but the second chance. And a foul going the opposite direction. Loose ball, it's going to be on Morrison, and that's her 4th.
Goodness. Felt like the Jumbos struck gold twice with 2 Claremont misses, and then they get a Morrison foul on top of it. Jumbo should play the lottery after that last possession. Really worked out well for them.
That's right, no, it looks like Claremont has gone a little cold from deep, but missing that layup, Morrison, the Jumbos must have said a prayer to make that one miss. Rosa. Claremont has 4 fouls, and Rosa finishing underneath her.
Just a really savvy finish by Sophia Rosa. Really impressive stuff from the senior forward.
And almost more impressive from Morrison to not pick up that 5th. A lot of hand play down there in the post. Now Souza guarding on the wing. There's Morrison. Swings it around.
It's a good point, Sam. You have to wonder if the front court for the Jumbos and Russell and Rosa are playing with a lot more physicality because they're more comfortable, knowing that they've been able to stay out of further foul trouble so far in the second half.
The Jumbos get a lane violation.
Just
gonna go
swarming
against Smith.
defense there, right? It's not a team steal in the stat book, but just a forced turnover by the Jumbos, giving Smith College nowhere to go. And for one of the first possessions all day, the Pioneers looked rattled.
And the 15th season for Coach Lynn Hersey as she calls a timeout. 30 seconds though, so we'll be back in just a moment, but the Jumbos have extended their lead to 6 points. I believe this has been their widest lead of the game. Noah, what have they done well in the beginning of the fourth?
See, they went back to what was going well in the beginning of the third quarter, which was feeding it down low and playing out from there, right? And Aaron Poindexter McCann, phenomenal, attacking the basket. All the Jumbos scores, with the exception of this Maggie Russell three in the corner just now, have stemmed from points in the paint. And even that Maggie Russell three, which was a great shot, came off a Decker assist from probing the lane. Getting inside, penetrating towards the hoop is the key to finishing this one off for the Jumbos in my mind.
That's right, Noah. And nice pass in the corner there to Souza. She drives with the right hand, but Souza can't finish.
Great aggressive drive there by Souza, though. Almost got that one to go.
Now Gleisner handles for Smith. Passes around to Ruffner. Ruffner on the wing. Haven't called her name too many times in the second half. Nice pass up top. Oh, ball fake gives her some space, and there's Lou. Can't finish at the free throw line, and Rosa grabs another rebound. That's her 9th of the game.
Really nice hesitation move there by Lou, unable to get the shot to go.
Now the Jumbos are going to start their offense once again as O'Brien gets set to check back in. Russell, nice spin. Oh, but they're going to get her for the offensive foul.
Maggie Russell not happy about that one, and I'd say with good reason. Looked like she made a good, hard, aggressive move, but she draws the foul, and it'll be going the other way with Smith. Could be a big momentum change. That basket would have given the Jumbos an 8-point lead.
That's right, and at this point with 3 fouls apiece with Russell and Rosa, looks like they're going to stay in the game with 5:31 left to go. Gleisner handles up top for Smith. Nice move from Ruffner, but she's into some trouble now. Finds Pakunka, and back on the wing, it's Gleisner. Good screen from Pakunka. Gleisner. Nice hands from Poindexter McCann. Oh, and a beautiful, crafty finish from Jessie Ruffner.
Jessie Ruffner just keeping Smith in it with that one. They needed a big basket from a player.
McCann at the top of the key. Jumbo lead is 4. Russell. The skip pass to Decker. Decker looking to get it into Rosa. Decker takes it herself with the left. Rosa to clean up, and she does just that.
What a nifty dribble move there by Decker in the lane, and Rosa just there to clean it up. But a great penetrating drive again by the young guard Decker.
Really good finish by Sophia Rosa, one of the leaders all time for the Jumbos in field goal percentage.
And that rebound and score, I believe, gives her a double-double for today's game as well.
It does. 17 and 10 on the air ball from Lou. Pakunka fighting for the board. Jumbos have numbers now if they hustle. Russell in transition. Just one to beat. But taking it with not enough patience over Whalen. And Smith headed in the opposite direction. Ruffner on the drive. And Decker kicks it out. So it's going to be Smith ball.
I really like that aggressive push by Maggie Russell, knowing she's a great ball handler, pushing the court. Just maybe a little bit of an early shot in this, or not a great shot for so early in the shot clock.
But Jumbo lead is 6 on the 3 from Gleisner. No good from her, and O'Brien grabs the board.
O'Brien so solid so far in today's game for the Jumbos, provided just what they needed with senior guard Molly Ryan being.
Pass into Rosa, quickly double teamed, but the spin, she can't clean it up, and they're going to get a foul on her. That's her 4th. And Alibrandi immediately sets to check in for Rosa, as she's got 4. And Smith looking to cut this Jumbo lead. They've done it once. Wouldn't be surprised if they did it again. Now Gleisner set to take the inbounds pass.
So 4 timeouts left for Coach Pace. Look for her to call one likely around the 2-minute mark to get Sophia Rosa back into this game. 4 fouls, only 3.5 to go though.
That's right, both teams with a couple of fouls to give. And a nice pass inside draws the foul from Decker. Jumbos have 3 fouls now in the quarter, so 3:20 left to go. And Gleisner to put the ball in. The players know what kind of foul trouble we're looking at. And Noah, if you're Coach Pace, what are you talking about in that huddle?
Well, more than anything, I'm telling the starters to relax a little bit. They're tired, as well as they should be. They're up 6. They have to be smart, right? If they're smart, they can close this game out. So they need to play it slow, take care of the basketball first and foremost. I think that's what Coach Pace is going to be stressing in there, taking care of the basketball and make sure you get a good shot, right? You can settle for a miss on a good shot. In this point of the game, missing a bad shot is pretty inexcusable.
That's right. And Noah, I would say good shots for the Jumbos come pretty late in the shot clock. They were losing the rebounding battle as well at half, now winning it by 4. They've got 27 to Smith's 23. Gleisner, the easy inbounds pass, and they get the Jumbos immediately for a foul. That one's going to go against Poindexter McCann. That's going to be her second. Jumbos have 4, and now no more fouls to give the rest of the way.
It's a tough foul there from Aaron Poindexter McCann.
Gleisner to Ruffner. Ruffner back up top to Gleisner. Smith now to run their play. Screen from Pakunka. Nice pass inside to her. Shifty move around Decker, and the Jumbo lead is now 4, but the easy inbounds pass to O'Brien. She'll be able to cross the timeline with ease.
Callie O'Brien's got plenty of time here. Look for her to probe and try and find the best shot for her team.
Both the Jumbos and the Pioneers have 4 women in double figures, as Poindexter McCann has it at the wing. Russell to Alibrandi. Nice move from Alibrandi. Gets it, but they're going to send it back the other way.
A really tough call. The referees paused for dramatic effect before calling potentially a game alternating.
Yeah, I believe that's Alibrandi's 3rd foul. Of course, on the offensive foul, no shots for Smith, but definitely tough to wipe those 2 points off the board. Jumbo lead is still 4, but Smith percolating on offense. Claremont passes up top to Ruffner, inside to Claremont, trying to exploit that mismatch. Outside, Poindexter McCann moving her feet, but they get her for the foul.
That's a tough foul again on Poindexter McCann. One of those hand check fouls like they call in the professionals. And a chance to cut this one to 2 for Smith. An interesting decision from the Smith coaching staff to not put Morrison back into this game after her 16 points so far.
Yeah, Noah. And that one's up and no good. Jumbos catch a break on the miss from Ruffner. And I'm no expert, but if we take a look at the 5 fouls on the Jumbos versus the 1 for Smith, certainly interesting. The last couple of calls have gone towards Smith as the Jumbos really catch a break off of 2 misses.
Yeah, Poindexter McCann's foul goes from being a tough one to maybe a game saver for the Jumbos. Now they have to be patient. They're going very fast. They have time on their side.
Now O'Brien takes the long 2. Can't make it fall. The long rebound. Poindexter McCann fighting for it. Wisely doesn't foul, though.
Need to be smart here. If you're going to foul, it has to be on what is pretty much a certain made shot.
Now Smith. They've got it at the top of the key. Pakunka, the 2. Russell on the board.
Such savvy defense from Sophia Rosa there, knowing she had 4. Didn't get her hands stuck in the trap.
And a really great rebound from Maggie Russell. Jumbos have 1:30 and time on their side. They lead by 4. O'Brien around. Into Rosa, the swarming defense. Decker, the 3. Bang!
What a pass by Sophia Rosa. She was getting ready to load up and take the shot, saw Decker wide open, fed her, and the Jumbos up 7.
And much like a quarterback, Sophia Rosa felt the pressure, kicked out. Jumbos playing really good inside-out basketball. But they get the Jumbos for another hand check. It's going to be 2 shots. We'll see who this one goes against. Looks like they're going to get Decker, and Decker now picks up her second. Smith's going to shoot 2 the rest of the way, as we've said once before, but unable to capitalize largely at the line. And another miss at the stripe. Gleisner missing her first, and Smith has really struggled all game from the line, 45.5%, and after they count that miss, it's going to be 5 of 12 overall.
And the craziest stat of the day to me is the Jumbos not shooting a ton of threes, but 66.7%, 8 of 12 from beyond the arc. When the opportunities have presented themselves, the Jumbos have made them. And even most impressively, even with this high percentage, they have not forced shots. Again, a great look there by Sophia Rosa. She stepped up her game today in the absence of her classmate Ryan and taken on a lot of the playmaking loss there. She's done a great job, has the Jumbos in a position where they have a very good chance of winning this game. They just have to hold on.
That's right, Noah, and the Jumbos now have a 7-point lead, and Smith struggling from the line, leaving 7 points on the board at the charity stripe. So you love to see the Jumbos finding those open looks, and if you're Smith, you've got to be thinking we've got to drill these from Gleisner on the season, shooting 69% from the stripe. So if we're playing here by the law of averages, we're expecting this one to fall.
Definitely have let the Jumbos get away with a lot with the deficiencies from the line. Wouldn't expect that to happen again in the Pioneers' next game.
Yeah, and we've now stopped the team foul counting on the board, but I think that's 7 on the Jumbos as Gleisner puts the second one up, and the free throw struggles continue for the Pioneers. Immediately fouling, though, is Gleisner, and it's going to send, Smith has a couple of fouls to give. That's only their second team foul. So we'll see if they just continue to try to foul or if they're going to try to run a press to steal that inbounds pass.
Just infuriating for this Smith College team, the inability to get the free ones.
And a quick foul there on Poindexter McCann. Not good enough denial of the inbounds pass. And if you're Coach Hersey, are you thinking to yourself, hey, maybe let's run a play and try to get that 10-second violation?
Yeah, that's certainly what I think she's thinking. She has all of her players in the front court here.
Yeah, but these quick fouls, certainly curious. They've picked up 3 now and only shed about 2 seconds off the clock.
I would look
Still
for the
one more foul
Jumbos to try and find a woman leaking out here, although it doesn't quite happen. I guess Coach Pace is content with Erin Poindexter McCann going to the line. Great free throw shooter that she is.
Yeah, she's 3 of 4 tonight and shooting 80% from the stripe this season. Now Poindexter McCann at the line to shoot 2. Both teams shooting 2 the rest of the way. That one's up and good for Erin Poindexter McCann. Extends this Jumbo lead to 8 against a very strong Smith opponent. And looks like Claremont's going to get set to check back in the game. She's hurt the Jumbos from range earlier in the game, has struggled a little bit in the second half, but Coach Hersey's going to trust her coming back in. Second one up and good for Poindexter McCann.
Yeah, I mean, that's a substitution that's kind of a no-brainer for Smith. Claremont's ability to hit from beyond the arc is certainly needed when you're chasing 9 with 60 seconds to go. The Jumbos have to be smart here, right? They need to take care of the ball mostly when they're inbounding on their own end, and on defense, not fouling jump shooters, right? They talk about it in the NBA all the time. You never want to touch somebody when they're behind the three-point arc. Although, I mean, today's Smith College free throw shooting has kind of questioned that strategy, but nevertheless, the Jumbos need to be smart. Should be their win, but they have to hold on.
And Smith has hurt the Jumbos mostly inside. 44 points in the paint. Only 4 of 14 from three-point land. And looks like they're going to rely on Claremont here down the stretch to pull them back into this one. They trailed by 9, but the Pioneers do have the ability to shoot the 3 and shoot it well. So we'll see what Coach Pace draws up. Of course, if you're the Jumbos, you have to continue to stay disciplined on defense, Noah, just as you said. Rotate well around the perimeter and get that hand up, but don't get caught in the trap.
Right. Pretty impressive job on the defensive end for the Jumbos so far this half. After letting up 43 in the first half, only 24 so far in this one. That's pretty good from a defensive standpoint. Definitely a better effort here than in the first.
And every Jumbo that has entered the game has a foul except for Samantha Souza. Although Rosa, the only one with 4, Gleisner drives. She kicks. The long 3 is no good. And O'Brien on the rebound, immediately fouled. Callie O'Brien, that's her 4th rebound of the game. She's got 4 rebounds, 6 assists to go along with 10 points.
Just perfectly executed all around by the Jumbos there. Forced up a long 3 with the contest.
That one's up and good for O'Brien, who has struggled from the line this season, only shooting 55%, but hits her first. Clearly a confident shooter. Second one's up, but rims out. Rosa, they're going to get her for the offensive foul, and that's going to be the end of Sophia Rosa's night. Angela Alabrandi gets set to come back in the game, and because it's a loose ball foul, Smith is going to be back on the other end shooting 2, and an ill-advised foul from Rosa could hurt the Jumbos here, since O'Brien only hit 1 of 2, but at the line to shoot, it's going to be Ellie Jo Whalen, who has shot a poor 28% from the line this season.
Sophia Rosa can't believe that one.
And she misses her first. That's Whalen, and I'm sure if I'm Rosa, that's going to be a foul I'm thinking about for a little bit of time. You know, hopefully not longer than this 45 seconds, though, as Whalen misses 2. Russell grabs the board and is immediately fouled by Smith once again.
Yeah, you have to think that if Maggie Russell converts here, Sophia Rosa won't be too upset about fouling out of this one. A really great effort by this Jumbo side in the second half. Never panicked. Didn't let themselves be excused by the exhaustion they all must be feeling. 3 games in 4 days, short-handed. Just a great effort.
Absolutely, no. A great effort by the Jumbos all around as Russell hits 1 of 2, 17 points for her this evening. A drive there from Gleisner. She kicks. The long 3 from Smith, no good. But the second chance effort there from Pakunka. And Russell has it now for the Jumbos. They'll cross the timeline. And the Pioneers are going to let the clock run out here at Cousins Gymnasium. This one over. Jumbos have 4 in double figures as this one ends. The Jumbos win 78-69 and protect their home court of Cousins. They win 3 games in 4 days, short-handed, without Molly Ryan. Noah, what did they do well in this one?
Just a great effort from start to finish. They never panicked. They played great, and they went to their strengths. They were really, really strong in the second half, feeding it into the post. Sophia Rosa did a great job of scoring in the post, passing out of the post, and they rebounded well. Just a great effort, a great confidence builder to beat a team who's won 11 in a row, and to do it so comfortably in the end, despite the close nature of the game throughout. Really impressive stuff. Bodes well for this Jumbo team going forward.
And the Jumbos really brought the fire in the second half after going into halftime down by 6. Your final score here at Cousins, the Jumbos take it from the Smith Pioneers 78-69. From all of us here at JumboCast, thank you for joining us. I'm Sam Brill on the play-by-play commentary, joined by Noah Goldstein. Special shout out to Henry Stahl, the director of today's game. Thank you for joining us, and please stay home safely.
You're so hypnotic, magical.